Look at all of this bad weather. It's been a long time coming. The bad weather has finally hit Portland. So if you are watching this purely to get money out of sponsorships or wanting to get money fast, stop watching right now. So this vlog is going to be a little different in terms of over the past year, maybe even 2 years of creating content via the podcast. I've had this question come up, and more recently I've had a lot of YouTube messages ask me about this certain subject. I'm going to kind of tell you how to get sponsorships. So the first thing that I really wanted to touch on is relationship. Relationship is going to be how you approach the business, how you maintain that relationship with that company, and what you can do for them to elevate their company slash business slash product on your channel or on your podcast. Number one should be kind of common sense, but you never know. Knowing the product. Knowing the product will help you talk confidently and more openly about the certain product, certain business, certain whatever that you are reaching out to them about. You can't reach out to a company and say, hey, I want you to sponsor me, and if that company says back to you saying, what do you know about our product? And you've either never used it or used very minimal of it, that company is not going to trust you. Nor will they if you start eventually using the product more confidently. Number two, be the first to connect. Can you even see that? Be the first to connect. Reason why is that shows confidence. That just shows that you really want and you're not scared to ask. Which brings me to the third point. And it should have been number one, but I don't know. Confidence. If you have confidence and you can apply it to the other two things beforehand, then you'll be fine. The worst thing that can happen if you ask businesses about sponsoring you is that they're going to say no. And then at that point you can actually have the choice to dwell on it or move on from it. And you can learn a lesson from it too. Relationship, knowing the product, be the first to connect, and confidence. The second topic that I wanted to talk about is more about what companies do you want to reach out to and why do you want to have those companies on your show, on your podcast, or on your vlog. So, I don't know if I spelled specific wrong. Specific. Does that look better? Be specific. Being specific in your brands and who you want as potential sponsors for your show can be a little bit difficult. So for me, being a former athlete, when I first started the show, I wanted supplement brands and I wanted anything within the athletic realm. So the three sponsors that I had for the show is About Time from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I have Mark Pro from California. And I have IREX Smart Gear from California as well. Supplements, athletic recovery, and speed ropes, and which are basically like jump ropes. Those are the three companies that I went for. Why? Because I love them. I love them so much. People who own those companies were nothing but very nice to me, and they were friendly to me, and overall I actually love their product. So it goes back to building that relationship, knowing the product. Another thing I want to touch on is why. Why are you reaching out to that company? Why are you reaching out to that business? And what are you going to do to benefit their company in your show or vlog? That's a fucked up question mark. And number two is where. Where will you promote them? Will you promote them just on your social media or promote them just on your vlog, just on your podcast? How are you going to grow their company and where are you going to do it and what channels are you going to use? And the third thing that I wanted to talk about is what's involved. So meaning, once you get the business behind your back and once they want to sponsor you, what does that mean? What does that involve? For me, what works easier is a promo code. I can talk about it on my podcast and I can tell the listeners why I like that product. And I can give them a promo code which will give them a percentage discount off all their orders. So it goes back to what I said at the beginning of this vlog. Money has to be the last thing that you think about. Because when you think about it, you're not getting a lot of money coming back from those percentage gains unless you have a lot of people following you. So for me, I create the content because I truly love it, and hopefully the listeners and the viewers of the vlog will understand that and will see that when I talk about it or whatever. So I guess a subtopic of what's involved will be, that's a fucked up arrow that I just did. Make your own rules. Being when they say yes, you say this is what I want, and you have to change how you say that in an email. You can't say I was wondering if, or I was wanting to know if. You have to take those little parts out, the wondering or the wanting, or the wondering and the wanting to know if. You have to be so strong in your stance that this is what I want, and this is number one, and this is all I want from this right now, but I am open to negotiate. So if the conversation kind of went like, here are the two things that will make businesses kind of guess, and it's these things. I was wanting to know if you could sponsor my vlog/podcast. The second one, I was wondering if your business, company, whatever, would like to sponsor my podcast, vlog, or whatever. The wording behind this doesn't really specify what you're after, because it's kind of tiptoeing around the fact of what you want. I don't know where to put this one. I would love, business name there, to sponsor my vlog, podcast, or whatever, because reasons of why you love them. The email doesn't have to be long-winded. It can be as easy as possible. The reason why it has to not be long-winded and why it has to be short as possible, and why this template is not really perfect, nor is it bad either. The reason why, they answer thousands of emails a day just like yours. So as much as you want to be setting yourself apart from the pack, you don't want it to be long-winded, so you set yourself so far away from the pack. So short and sweet emails, straight to the point of what you want. Not that you're wondering, not that you're wanting to know. It's, I want this because I love the da 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 da. Da 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 da. Now the last thing and the third thing that I want to touch on for this vlog today is maintaining the relationship. The sponsorship that you will gain from this is kind of like a friend relationship. It's kind of like a boyfriend, it's kind of like a girlfriend, a significant other, a husband, a wife. It's maintaining the relationship to keep it healthy. So, what I mean by that is bullet point number 1, monthly check-ins. Email the sponsor and say, hey, just wanting to know what's going on, if you've got any events coming up that you would like me to help promote, or if there's a new sale coming up in their product line or apparel line that they've got going on, and you want to be a part of it to help boost numbers, or to even just boost interest in it, not necessarily figures, just boosting interest, then email them monthly just to see what's going on. Number 2, don't be scared to offer new ideas for the product. Not for their product, for your product. It kind of goes back to monthly check-ins. It's just to see what's going on. And if you have an idea of a competition that you want to start within their company, or anything along those lines that you think will elevate their business, then don't be scared to offer it. Don't be scared to ask if this is a good idea or a bad idea. Because people who answer those thousands of emails every day, they'll tell you really quick if it's a good one or a bad one. And last bullet point, number 3, don't stray from the path. What do I mean by that? Well, it kind of goes back to that monthly check-in. Maintaining that relationship. You don't want to get lazy with it, because you've worked so hard to get the sponsorship. You've emailed so many companies about potentially sponsoring them. And then once you get it, you don't really do too much about it, because it's the accomplishment of getting it. Relationship, maintaining that relationship, and what you can be specific about asking. Asking is the easy part. Is putting in the work is going to be the toughest part. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. But I hope this helped. I just remembered that I forgot to say like 3 things in terms of conclusion. So give me 1 second. So the conclusion, we've got 3 parts to the conclusion of how to get sponsors for your podcast or vlog. Number 1, quality content should always be number 1 over getting sponsors for your vlog or your podcast. Number 2, don't give a swear word. Don't care about what other people say, just create the content that you love to create, and then the universe will kind of just gravitate towards what you're putting down. And the last thing, okay, the last point I kind of screwed up, scribbled it out, but it says love your followers. So love the people that actually really enjoyed having the content. So conclusion overall that we talked about earlier, quality content, not giving a swear word, that's right there, and loving the followers that you have. It's super easy. It does take a lot of hard work, but if you love what you're doing, then it shouldn't be hard.